wonderland.
Another DIY. Want to see how I did it? Stay tuned. Okay, so I forgot to mention that this activity did get really messy, but it doesn't have to be. What you'll need is an ornament, some glitter, some clear glue, a little bit of water, and some rhinestones. I started off by taking the top off the ornament. It just pops right off. And I got the largest one they had, but you don't have to. I'm also using this fake snow that's actually under my tree because I need the ornament to stay put and it kept sliding and rolling off the table. So that's what I'm using. You can use whatever you want for that part. I did have too much water, so off camera I did empty out some of the water and added more glue. The only reason why I added a little bit of water, even though the glue says washable, was because I wanted the glue to be able to move a little bit more freely while inside the ornament and not just keep getting stuck in one spot, because it would have took a long time to roll the glue around. So that part is optional depending on your time. So here I'm just adding the glue inside the water. And like I said, I did add more glue. I think at one point I even just poured the glue directly into the ornament. So I'm mixing it, mixing it, mixing it. And you guys, this got really messy. It was really messy. I guess I underestimated what I would need to do. And I mean, I guess I could have done a better job. You'll see. I could have done a better job, but at one point I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I'll just clean it up later. Who cares? Who cares? So here is where it starts getting messy. So I'm trying to take the glitter top off because it has this plastic, but there was no part in it to rip it. So I'm just trying to get it open basically. And at first I was gonna edit this video because I wanted to look, you know, nice and everything, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna show you guys the struggle it was to make this ornament. It looks like it's very easy, and it actually is, but there was some parts that was very difficult. So I started pouring the glue mixture in with a spoon. I could have used a syringe, but I wanted to save that for when I need to add more or when I need to get further down in the ornament. So I just stuck with the spoon. So now I'm just rotating the ornament around to coat the areas that I want the glitter to be in. So originally in my mind, I was gonna do a design. I had it planned out, the design I wanted, looked great, looked pretty, all that good stuff. But when it came time to do it, it did not turn out. And I guess it's because I didn't have the patience for it. I was so eager to see the finished look of it because of pictures I've seen that I didn't really take my time. It looks like I took my time, but I kind of didn't take my time. I really did rush through this. And I was just like, I was over the design. I'm like, you know what? I don't care about the design. I'm just going to make it rose gold and then, you know. So here's where it got messy. You see how I took the top off and instantly glitter just spilled out? So I didn't know that the glitter was going to legit be at the top of the bottle. I mean, I'm glad they gave me my money's worth, but they could have had a shaker top or something to prepare me. So that's where the mess started. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just be careful with the gold and, you know, gently, slowly add that in. So right here, I couldn't even get the top off. Had to put the ball back down. So I take this top off. You see it's to the rim as well. The only difference with the gold one is, look at that. Ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. You want to know why? See when I put my finger in it? It is so packed down in the tube that I couldn't even shake it out. So I had to use my finger to do it. some parts in the video, I'm not sure if it's shown or not, but you'll see that well, maybe you'll see that I've used a spoon, I use a syringe, different things to kind of loosen up the glitter because it was just that deeply impacted into the bottle. And you start seeing how I lose part of my caring side for this whole project when I start shaking it out on the table. And then I'm using the syringe to put more glue in around the ornament. And I mean, you could partially see the design I was going for. Like the up down kind of look, and then in between I was gonna do the gold, but I was so over it. I was so over it before it even got halfway done. So I'm rotating it around, and then I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll do half of the ornament and then just put glitter sitting at the bottom so it looks like loose, loose glitter. No, because I don't know what I was looking at or what I was paying attention to, but it caught me off guard and I rolled it around too far down, so that didn't work out. So right now I'm emptying out the extra glitter into that mixture, and I'm trying to pour the gold. And the rim of the glitter is the same size as the rim of the bulb, so it was kind of hard to pour it in. You see that right there? So I'm like shaking it because once again it's getting stuck, and as I'm shaking it, it's not only getting inside the bulb but outside the bulb, on the table. And then even though the mixture with the glue and water looks like it's really watered down, it was sticky because my hands had glue on it, so there was glitter sticking to my hands. And I'm just like, oh, are you serious? This is getting worse and worse. I think at one point I even got glue on the outside of the ornament. I don't even know how that happened. So I would definitely recommend that if you're gonna get glue, glitter. I got my glitter from Packet's Hands. If you're gonna get glitter, maybe get the bottle or something that's not so packed in like this, because you see that I'm like stirring it to get it loose. And I think that's partially why it took so long as well, because I had to stop to keep loosening up this glitter. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? Just pour it all in there. Just pour it all in. Mix the bulb around. Mix the glitter around. So you can see it in there. You just rotate, 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 shake, shake, shake. I'm trying to make sure I get all of the areas as I rotate it around, because it's very easy to miss some, especially because of the glare and the shine from the ornament, from the glitter. It's hard to see if it's glitter or if it's just a shiny part in the ornament. I mean, for the most part, for it being my first time trying this, I think it's coming out pretty well, the colors and everything, because I've seen a lot of, you guys seen my vlog where I was at the museum and I held up that ornament, and it was a solid black ornament with like the silver or white dots all over it. That ornament was like $20 something for one, and I'm like, no, I could make this like and have it the way I want to, because truth be told, you don't even have to put glitter inside these ornaments. You could use paint, and the good thing about it, you see this finished look, it's all on the inside, so you don't have to worry about glitter getting all over the floor, getting a tree. When you have glitter ornaments and it sticks to your hands, everything's inside, so it stays clean. Now putting the top back on, it's easy. I don't know why I'm making it look so hard, but it's easy. But it just kept sliding off my fingers because my fingers were a little bit wet from the glue. But see, it just pops right back on. And this is the finished look for the ornament itself. Now I'm going to add my finishing touches because, you know me, I just got to be a tad bit extra. Clean up first. I couldn't deal with that mess, you guys. I had to clean up. So now I'm going to take these stick-on rhinestones. I didn't want to get the ones where I have to glue it on because I didn't feel like using my glue gun. I feel like that would have been another mess in itself. The sticky ones, you can't even see the backing because of the bulb. I keep saying bulb like it's a light fixture because of the ornament. So they work perfectly. They're very, very sticky. I don't know another word to use, but they're very sticky. So you don't have to worry about them coming off or falling off. So I'm basically just doing a monogram. So I'm gonna start off by using the giant ones. And those are gonna be my outline for where I want my letter to go. Because I felt like if I just started doing the letter, it would have came out crooked or lopsided or something like that. So I just put these marks to know where to connect the dots, basically. And this pack of rhinestones I got from Packetans also. I think it was like $1.50, 70 cents, something like that. But for those who love decorating their tree or love personalized items on their tree or have a theme, I know a lot of people are doing different themes for their tree. This is a perfect gift idea for somebody who's doing the theme, because you can basically make it any color, any design. If you're an artist or you like to draw, you can even draw in permanent marker different things. I actually thought about drawing something on there because I'm fairly decent, at drawing. But I felt like that was gonna take too long, so here I'm just filling in the rhinestones with the medium-sized ones, making sure it's the same amount on each side, connecting all the dots. And now I'm gonna make sure it's even. So this is what it looks like. Once I make sure it's even, I'm just gonna adjust that one because that one just was fix it. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm gonna press it down, make sure, because I didn't push him down hard, because in the event that I needed to take him back up, I didn't want it to be stuck. So this is how it looks with my letter on it. Obviously it's not my letter because my name starts with a C, but it's for someone else. So that's the letter I chose, and I do not like that tag with that plastic on the top. So wait a minute, got that ribbon out. If you guys saw my video with the DIY candy cane wreath, this is the same exact ribbon I used. So to take out that plastic and make it like a little bit more personalized and pretty full, I decided to use the ribbon. I didn't even know if this was gonna work. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. If it don't work, I'm just gonna edit this out the video. That's why I didn't even cut the tag off, because I'm like, I'm gonna edit this out the video and just leave that part on there. But I cut it and I'm gonna tie it in a knot. This part I'm seriously winging it, guys, because I did not know if this was gonna turn. Because you know sometimes you tie a ribbon and it doesn't face the right way, and it causes your whatever you tie the ribbon on to turn and shift and all that. Yeah, so I tied it in a knot, and now what I'm gonna do is on each side I'm gonna cut strips to make them a little bit smaller. I'm not sure, can't even remember how many I cut. It might have been 2 times. So I cut that one. You don't want to cut it all the way to the knot, but just enough so that you have some pieces. So I cut it 2 times on that side, made 3 skinny strips, and I am going to do the same on the other side. I think I couldn't see because of my hand. Yeah, I cut the end of it because that was a little too long. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. You don't need to cut all the way to the knot. And I'm going to cut it again. Okay, so after I cut it, I was trying to think as I went along, because I'm thinking like, okay, how can I make it so it doesn't just look like a tied piece of plain ribbon? I mean, it has snowflakes on it though, but I mean like a tied piece of ribbon on the top of a DIY ornament. So one thing that I love doing with scissors is I like to curl ribbon. I don't know why, but I'm good at it. This one was a little bit more difficult, but usually I'm good at, especially with balloons. I will hook your balloons up. So I decided to just curl it, you know, hide the knot a little bit and just give it a little bit more extra. So they were kind of sticking out everywhere. So I'm like, okay, I'm still not satisfied. So what I did was when I pushed it together, I looked how the ribbon looked bunched together because it just looked like a bunch of swirls. So I was like, okay, that's pretty. So let me take another piece of ribbon, which is actually the ribbon that I cut because it was too long. And I'm gonna cut that one in half. You want to make sure you cut it all the way to the top because you're literally cutting it in half. Whichever side you use, the side you use. And I'm going to tie that in a knot like so. Tie it tight, just in a knot. And the end pieces you just curl. So you got your curlies on top, and then the end pieces you curl so it kind of blends with what you curled on top. Then you adjust it the way you want to. Oh, the struggle, and it being pretty, but it was a struggle. I should have left the tag on and make it look like I bought it. Oh man, I should have left the tag on and make it look like I bought it. Get a true reaction from the person. But this is the finished look. Here is my tree, and you can spot the ornament right there. And see, actually the silver looks really pretty with that fake snow on the tree, but that's how it looks. Here's a closer look of it. Rose gold. I say rose gold because I use pink and gold, but I try to blend it to make it look like a rose gold. But on another note, you guys like my decorations? I thought we could use a little bit more, so something simple, but it looks nice. And then you get the tree. Don't mind my supplies. I'm gonna clean that up. But anyways, overall, I think this DIY turned out pretty good. Looking at the mess that I had, you kind of wouldn't think that it will come out looking like this, but I'm glad it did, and it actually worked out. Comment down below if you like this DIY, if you've tried it, what other things you think I could have done with it. And don't forget to like, and I will see you guys in my next video.